Hey, what's up everybody? It's Scythe here, and it's time for a little one of these vlogamajiggers where I'm like, hey, what up? We reached 400 subscribers. Like, that's insane. I know I've said it before, but like I really do mean it when I say that when I first started doing this, I didn't expect anyone to watch, and I still really don't know why people do, but it's seriously cool that you guys do, and you know, I guess if nobody was watching, I probably still wouldn't be doing this, but it is a ton of fun, and I do enjoy doing it. But every single person who watches a video and subscribes, that's seriously cool, and my ego can't get enough of it, so please continue to do so. Anyway, now that that's out of the way, with all the thank yous and the whatnots, here's a bit of a question for you guys. Since you are the ones who watch the videos, what is your opinion? What would you think about Dead Island Riptide? Like, doing that for the next game after Last Light? Because, I gotta be honest, I didn't really like Dead Island. It had one very good redeeming quality, and that was the combat. The combat in Dead Island was really good. It is actually a very awesome melee combat system, like in first person. It's probably the best in any game, I gotta be honest. But everything else was really just subpar. Like the story, the characters. I guess the setting wasn't too bad. I mean, it's zombies, you can't really go wrong with that. It's hard to screw zombies up. Yeah, like, just the combat was really the only redeeming factor. But I went back and I watched a little bit of the old Dead Island footage. And believe it or not, Dead Island is actually one of my more popular series, which, for whatever reason, it is. No, I'm not too excited to. Well, I'm a bit torn on the issue. If you guys want to see Dead Island Riptide, if you want to see it done as a playthrough, then let me know in the comments down below. Because if not, then I'm probably not going to play it. But if people want to see it, then I will, and I'll probably enjoy it, because I mean there's a guy who punches zombies in the face, and that's really, I can be okay with that. I think it's it's like I'm pretty sure it's a shorter game, and that was one of my main problems with Dead Island. It wouldn't have been so bad if it didn't go on for like 20 fucking hours. That was a little much, I think. About halfway through that game, I was like, I'm ready for this to be over already, and it just never really progressed from there. But the combat was really good, and I guess if it's like a 10-12 hour game, probably, hopefully, I think I could spend 10 to 12 hours punching zombies in the face and be okay with it. But only if you guys want to see it. If not, then I'm not even going to bother. I have plenty of other things I could do. So that's that. If you want to see Dead Island Riptide, let me know. If you don't, I don't know, I guess let me know too. I really want to get a consensus of the people who actually watch my videos on this. So, let me know. I guess that's about it. You know, we reached 400 subs. I want to know what you think about Riptide. You know, I guess I could use the rest of this to talk about the Xbox One again, since I didn't really make like a follow-up. I did a good rant on the used games thing, and then they changed it, and I didn't really say anything. But I guess I could turn the rest of this video into that. So I think it's pretty cool that they did the Xbox 180 thing and turned around and said, you know what, forget it, just forget it. I do think in the long run things are just gonna go digital anyway. I mean, that's probably where we're going, but I don't get why, like right now we just don't have the technology to support that kind of shit. Like, I mean, why is it that we either have this intrusive ass block everything DRM like Steam and what the Xbox One is going to be, where it's just you get it and that's all you get. That's all you get, man. Or like, and well, Xbox was going to have like sharing thing with theirs. But then now they took that away and there's no sharing because of the infrastructure's not there anymore. Like, why is it just one or the other? We need to get to a point where we can have that. I mean, it's just, I don't know, it's fucked up. I mean, there's also the thing that you can't really compare it to Steam. They're similar, but Steam is on PC, and it's a different platform altogether. The Xbox is just Microsoft. They have like a complete control over everything that goes on to that store. On Steam, you can get stuff on the super cheap because it's on the PC and there's like competition there. There's no way that we could have known that the Xbox was going to do anything like that, and they probably wouldn't have. And I mean, that's really the thing about it, isn't it? I mean, consoles have always been sort of the more affordable, more accessible. Well, I guess maybe not always, but that's the way it is now. They're the more accessible way. If you want to really game hard and go hard, man, going hard, then you can get a gaming PC. You can spend a little more money, and put it together, and it'll be a little more powerful. But you know, it's not usually the main platform for cross-platform games. Or you could just get a console, and they're cheaper. And you know, you can buy a used console, you can buy used games, and then you can have all your gaming done on the cheap. Like it's accessible. I don't want to use the term casual because that has a completely different meaning, but it's accessible. And that's seems to me what consoles have kind of always been about, is accessibility. So I'm glad the Xbox is going with that accessibility in the next gen. And hey, you know, the infrastructure's always there. They could always flip that switch back again. I mean, I'm not saying that could be a good or a bad thing. It's just something they can do. I do think things are going to move towards a more digital, like, platform, I guess is the right word, in the future. But not soon. Not too soon. This is too soon, I think. But eventually. And you know, we can argue the reasons for why they made it. Like, did they actually do it because of all of the people saying, you know, hey, this is bad, we don't want this? Did they do it because Sony said, hey, screw you, in your face, Xbox, guess what we're doing? Not that shit that you're doing. And or did they do it because, you know, their pre-orders weren't as great as they could be? I like to think that it was like a combination of all those things. I'm pretty sure when they first came out and the information was getting out there that they were going to do this, and there was instantly kind of like a backlash, that they were probably keeping their eyes on it. And just everything that came together at E3, and they were like, we got to pull the plug on this. I don't think it's going to work. That's what I think, anyway. Anyway, that's just my opinion on the whole thing. You know, I'm glad. Maybe now I'll get an Xbox One at some point. I'll probably get a PS4 first. I think I'm just a Sony guy at heart, but you know, I'm definitely not opposed to getting an Xbox One at some point. Probably after a price drop, because it's a little pricey for me. I probably wouldn't use it enough to justify paying, what is it, like $600 for one. That's a little too much. It does have some pretty cool looking games at launch, but you know, I don't know. We'll see. What is it? Quantum Break? That thing looks badass, and it's by the Remedy, the Max Payne and fucking Alan Wake people. That looks awesome, you know. What was that game? Sunset Overdrive looks interesting. We don't know what the fuck it is, but it's colorful and it looks interesting. Project Spark looked pretty cool. It's all stuff. So I'm glad at least the people who were really gonna get an Xbox One but didn't like the DRM things that they were doing have a chance to actually get that and feel guilt-free now. Like I'm just happy for those people. That you get your console and everything's hunky-dory. Hunky-dory. That's it, guys. We did 400 subscribers. Thank you to every single one of you. Let me know what you think about Dead Island Riptide and Xbox One. It's a thing. Till next time, everybody. I will see you later.